they really put the focus on focusing. How do I get people in the organization to give me leads? Because then I'm going to know.
Wait, what do you mean they are like crack? Hold on, I have to go get notes. I have to go take notes. I've never had to take notes before. Hold on, I'm getting a pen. Talk to them. Are you guys taking notes? Look, if I have to be taking notes and I'm like paid to think about this shit every day, you guys should be taking notes.
So I think somebody to watch.
Hold on, I'm getting paper. Oh yeah, I forgot.
So you told me to talk. A company to watch is Jobvite, and I've been plugging them a lot, and I don't work for them, and I have no anything set up.
Their PR campaign's amazing.
They're great. Yeah,
they're so smart.
It's good. But I think there's someone to watch because what they're doing is they're developing, a platform where you can, spread your job postings throughout the organization. You can really track, that if I saw a job and I said, Andrew, I think you might be interested. It would. I could say I want to spread this to my Facebook network, and it will pull up, candidates that look like it matched their profile. Do the same thing in LinkedIn or Twitter, and then it tracks that I sent that to Andrew, and Andrew might have passed it along to you. And then when the hiring manager gets them and hires them, it's going to say it went through Andrew and it came from Amanda, so you can track that. But the whole deal is to not have to, is to be bringing candidates, attracting. Like, I don't know if I should, offer you my jacket to wipe that up or what. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Are you all right? Oh. Do you like a towel or something, man?
So sorry. A little sweaty. Okay, why don't you talk about listening? I feel like we glossed over that.
Okay, sure.
No, I know you think I'm joking.
Yeah.
I've pulled myself together. So the thing about, when you're like, oh, these are, I know, what was that, Sodexo?
Yeah.
I know Sodexo because I see them in my communities. That's not intuitive to people. You have a je ne sais quoi for this. So I think I want to know, where are you listening? Like what?
So, I think...
I just have to clear my throat.
You need some water.
No, because I had water. The water's the problem. I'm drowning in my water.
How I discovered Sodexo is I started tracking conversations about social recruiting. So
with Google Alerts?
Well, actually, with Twitter, TweetDeck. So I set up some search columns for social recruiting. And so I wanted to know, and again, using a tool like NetVibes where I'm following blogs. So when people start talking about social recruiting, and I noticed, and probably before this, but they've been in Forbes for their social recruiting efforts. And so then I just started following them, and I want to move to Laguna Beach. And so I created a Twitter list in Laguna Beach, and I started following everybody that lives in Laguna Beach. And so now I'm just talking how's the farmer's market? What's on sale? And they're like,
really?
Oh, you live here.
Really?
Yeah.
That you did that?
Yeah.
That is great advice for how to relocate.
Yeah,
People always
start getting into the community before you
hold
move there.
on. So you talk to them like you live there?
Yeah, and some of them, there's some cool people. Some of them are kind of strange. So I'm kind of getting to know the people there before I
Are you gonna move there without a job? What, are you just gonna move there?
What I want to do is I want to land some business there.
It's really,
when I have
really
a job,
smart.
Remember?
I know. You have a BMW. You can drive to Laguna Beach. I know.
Right.
Yeah, I know. Okay, that is really good advice because so many people want to switch a little bit of what they're doing, and Amanda just gave a recipe for switching without having to take a huge risk. The risk is she's putting in time to get to know people in a place she doesn't live, but.
So you do the same thing with your business, or if you're trying to get into a news, just start tuning in to the conversations that are happening and then become a part of them. And I think it's so important to find the influencer in that community or in that space.
How do you find it?
You just see who are people paying attention to. I mean, it wasn't too hard to realize right away that everybody's paying attention to your blog or your tweets. Or also the HR space, Laurie Ruettimann, who does punk rock HR. She's great. And but everybody's paying attention. You just see who has the influence over this community, and then you get to know those people.
You should video blog because you would have that influence. Laurie or I wouldn't do that because we both write in our pajamas.
You guys are really good writers, and I like
that.
But Laurie's very good.
Laurie video blogs?
Yeah, she does a good job.
Oh, really?
She's good.
Oh, in her
pajamas?
pajamas? Oh, that's how I know probably that she's in her pajamas. I've probably seen it subconsciously. Look, He's asking you something that I could swear, even though I haven't needed to.
Yeah.
It's mostly because she's answering the questions.
Yeah, so I'm not really sure what he's asking. Help me translate that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
This is
just...
a very common question.
Okay, yeah.
Would this? No. You're doing great. The thing is, for our blog post that you're guest writing for me, we have 3 things. We need 2 more. Okay, so, he's saying, is this conversation good for your brand? Like, would you want your clients to see this? Could you have your influencers in Laguna Beach like you better? Because I think, because I took my shirt off and I have good arms, I think probably the answer is this good PR for you, yes or no? How can you ask that? I mean, I'm taking notes. I've never taken notes in a webinar, mostly because I never listen to anyone, but I mean, she's totally intelligent. I don't get this. I don't get the worry about what people see you doing online, because as long as you're smart, it doesn't really matter what else is happening. People don't hire you for anything except what you can do for them, and you can't do anything for them if you're not smart. So
yeah, I mean, the people that we want to work with are people that, you know, want to think different and, you know, change the way they're doing things. And so, you know, that's what, and be more authentic. Like, so I mean, I think that by being who we are, we attract the kind of clients that, you know, we want to work for. So the best way to find good recruiters, I mean, I wouldn't even focus on finding good recruiters. I would focus on getting in, like a nightclub. Like, you're trying to get in through the back door. Like, find somebody in the organization. I didn't even have any experience when I became a recruiter, but I met the COO at a holiday party, and I called him the next week, and I said, hey, it was nice meeting you. I had a fun time. And said, you know, will you be my mentor? And he goes, who says no to that? So he said, sure. And I said, will you help me mentor me into this position? And so I think it's about really finding your way past the recruiter, the gatekeeper, because the process is broken. It's not going to get fixed anytime soon. So what you need to do is really focus on who, in these tools, LinkedIn, who are you connected to? If you're, you know, see who you're connected to that works for that company and reach out to them, but focus on getting in through someone that's going to walk over to the recruiter and say, you need to interview this person, preferably their boss or somebody who's, you know, at a higher level to them, so you get in through the back door, and that's what you should focus on.
But also, I think a recruiter once told me that you want to be found by a recruiter. You don't want to find the recruiter. Recruiters assume that if they had to dig you up, you're good, and if you came running to them, then you have a problem. So you want to be found. You want to set yourself up online so you can be found.
Brazen Careerist.
Yeah, right. This would be a good time to pitch Brazen Careerist, but look, there's more questions.
No, well, let me say, I love what you guys were
no,
doing
it
at the beginning.
embarrasses me.
Brazen Careerist?
Yeah, no, I mean, pitching it embarrasses me.
Oh, well, I was,
okay, go.
I just wanted to give you a compliment because I really think, especially when you guys had a lot of content at the beginning with blogs and things, I think of Joel Cheezeman. And so he really built a brand for himself online, and he attracted and engaged, you know, the whole recruiting community. I was tuning in every day to see what he was going to say because I trusted his opinion, and I knew he was going to give honest answers and feedback about new tools and products. And so what does Jobvite do? They were freaking brilliant. Like, they go and they recruit him. And they recruit him to be their senior, I don't know his title, you know, business development or whatever. But that's smart, and I think more companies are going to do that. And I think that Brazen Careerist has kind of had that concept. I don't know if I'm putting words into you guys, but I think they've had that. Great. I think they've had that concept that let people showcase their talents and their thoughts and their ideas and their blogs and build their personal brands here. And then companies, you know, should be able to come and see these people kind of rise to the top and recruit from that. But the problem is the organizations are so behind.
Right, but I think the good recruiters are looking.
Absolutely.
So I think you want to be recruited by a good recruiter, and the good recruiters are looking where people are building themselves up online.
Absolutely.
Okay, look, you're inundated with questions now. Question.
Are there any horror stories of a brand completely messing up social media? Did they recover? Eric, is this Eric from Snag? I love those guys. That might be Eric from Snag. They're so awesome.